How's up, y'all? What's popping this D? Let's react to this video by T-Spill. This is 8 passengers exposed by their own children. I don't know who this is or these people are. I see on the side 8 passengers mom in big trouble. Okay. I'm assuming this is like a channel. Okay, this is a channel called 8 Passengers. Do they got 8 fucking kids? Okay, seems like it's a family channel based on the context clues from the side, and they're being exposed by their children somehow. So, I don't know what's going on. We're about to see what's what.
Exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed.
I love their intro.
You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you.
Where is this from?
Another week, another family channel getting exposed for mistreating and exploiting their children.
Oh my God,
this past week, family vloggers 8 Passengers have come under fire for the way they discipline their children. Mother Ruby and her husband have 6 children that they use mainly for clickbait for their videos. They currently have over 2 million subscribers and post multiple videos a week. Keep in mind throughout this entire video that these parents' entire brand is their children, and they would literally be nothing without them.
Damn.
The family started getting a lot of backlash after a clip went viral of a conversation between Mother Ruby and her oldest son. In this clip, the oldest son exposes the fact that he was made to sleep in a beanbag chair for 7 months as punishment for telling his little brother they were going to Disneyland as a prank. Apparently, he woke his little brother up super early in the morning and made him pack a suitcase, claiming they were leaving for Disney soon. Ruby then cuts in and says that wasn't the only reason his bed was removed. Apparently, he also left his brother hanging off of a basketball net, unable to get down, and was laughing at him.
Damn.
To me, this kind of just sounds like harmless pranks between fighting brothers, and it seems like having your bed removed for 7 months and being made to sleep in a beanbag is cruel and extreme punishment. When this video started getting a lot of negative attention, Ruby decided to jump on Instagram and try and clear her name.
I didn't anticipate all of the upset. However, listening to all of your comments and your feedback, I think I understand where some people are coming from. They're like, oh, the parents don't give their kids beds. And I totally agree with that. I know there are lots of children out there whose parents are neglectful. We got accused of child abuse when we sent Chad to Anasazi. Guess what? The first thing that they did was take a bed away. They don't have beds. So Chad slept on the hard ground for months, and it's it's run by psychologists and therapists, and if not having a bed was psychologically damaging, then they wouldn't have suggested that.
In this same video, she talks about other forms of punishment that she's given to her kids, such as taking away their phones and iPad and never giving them back, leaving them without communication with their friends. In the video, her kids look extremely upset and uncomfortable with the whole situation. They even admit that they both have no friends at all and can't even make plans with them because their phones have been taken away for so long. Since the family just moved into a new house and live over an hour away from school, it's not like they can just run across the street to meet their friends from school. Fans of this family channel also got really pissed off with the parents last summer when they made their oldest son leave the house and live in the wilderness for a few months. This is called wilderness therapy and is used as a last resort for troubled teens. A lot of parents will use it for teens that maybe got mixed into the wrong crowd of friends and they need to be removed from the situation physically so they can get help. Some parents actually need to have their kids taken in the middle of the night by strangers from the program because without being forced, they probably wouldn't go. As you can imagine, this is normally a very personal situation for most families. Although, of course, not for Ruby because she filmed the entire thing. She titled the video, "Where is Chad?" knowing it would get clicks and make her money. The video now has over 1 million views and it's 12 minutes of her oversharing about her son's personal life. She films herself packing his bags like it's some sort of beauty guru pack with me for Bora Bora video. She also films him being taken to the airport to leave. Ruby and her husband then start discussing why their son is being sent away with some inspirational music playing over them. Just remember, this kid is a teenager in high school, and now all of his classmates can go online and see that he was sent away to some camp and know all of the reasons why. When their son got home from wilderness therapy, he didn't come home to a nice bed. He was made to sleep on the floor in a sleeping bag, and he also had the door to his bathroom removed. Keep in mind, these parents live in a huge-ass house that they bought with the money that they've been making off of their children. The parents also have an extremely nice bedroom and bathroom, but I guess they feel like their kids that made them all of this money don't deserve the same. The mother, Ruby, is also being called out for making her daughter go hungry at school. The 6-year-old forgot to pack herself her lunch and was at school hungry with nothing to eat. Even the teacher had to text Ruby asking if she could bring something in for her for lunch. Instead of being concerned for her young daughter, she says to the vlog that she hopes no one shares their lunch with her to teach her some sort of sick lesson. And just remember, this kid is literally 6 years old.
I know that her teacher is uncomfortable with her being hungry and not having lunch, and it would ease her discomfort if I came to the school with a lunch. But I responded and just said, Eve is responsible for making her lunches in the morning, so the natural outcome is she's just going to need to be hungry. And hopefully nobody gives her food and nobody steps in and gives her a lunch.
There's another clip going around that shows the mom talking about removing the kitchen that's in the basement because she doesn't want any of her kids to live with her once they pass 18. I bet she'll change her mind on that one when she realizes that without her kids, she wouldn't be getting any views on her videos. Many people who've been watching this family for a long time have spoken out about them. I'm so glad 8 Passengers is finally getting exposed. I've tried calling them out for years. That woman is a narcissist and should not be raising children. Call CPS on that family vlogging channel 8 Passengers. You can't make your kid sleep on the floor for 7 months and take away his room because he pulled a harmless prank on his siblings. Earlier I mentioned how these parents use their children as clickbait for their videos. If you take a quick look at their channel, you can see they dramatize every situation for clickbait that normally includes embarrassing their kids. She films her kids when they're sick, crying, having important conversations that should be off camera, taking trips to the dentist, and having problems with acne. She also has a bunch of videos talking about puberty and periods with her kids, showing them in the thumbnail and most likely embarrassing them. For most kids and teens going to school, it would be super embarrassing to have all this footage online that should be private for the whole school to see. Maybe times have changed, but when I was in high school, if someone's mother was filming their child like that, they would most likely be picked on. Her children have also expressed to her how they have no friends and don't feel comfortable in any friend group.
Oh, I have no friends.
You can play with friends.
No, like I don't have friends.
I don't have friends either.
I literally told my friends I'm not hanging out with them anymore.
Because
They say some pretty messed up stuff.
So maybe the mom should take that as a sign that it's time to stop. 8 Passengers have been deleting videos very quickly off their channel because more and more people are starting to find problems with them. They've also turned off comments on all of their videos so people can't call them out for shitty parenting. Their oldest daughter has also made a post on Instagram saying how they're not being abused and the claims are ridiculous. She wrote, "To all the TikTokers, 13-year-old girls and 40-ish-year-old men who want to adopt us, no thanks, creepy guy, who have no idea who we are yet are making these claims, get a life. To all of our dedicated fans who are truly concerned, I thank you for your support, but this is ridiculous. A 30-second clip out of a 20-minute video out of a single day is not evidence of abuse.
I agree with that.
You have no idea what real abuse is. Personally, to me, it kind of sounds like the mom wrote this, but that's just my opinion." The father also commented under the post saying, "This is giving me a standing ovation, yelling, 'Those are my kids, yeah. So proud of my kids for standing up against the social mob and courageously addressing all of this nonsense with grace. The family has yet to address any of their fans' concerns properly on their channel, and instead they keep posting like normal."
I mean, this is a tricky situation because, yes, some of this sounds a little weird, but who are all y'all to judge their parenting? Like, worry about your fucking kids if you got some, but I'm pretty sure a majority of people who are judging them ain't got no goddamn kids. So it's like, parents do some suspect shit, to be honest. There are no perfect parents out there. I'm sure you talk to people and you'll hear some wild shit. Like, parents are not perfect. They fuck up. They do some things that are questionable. That's life, you know. I don't think this is considered abuse, honestly. Taking away his bed for 7 months and giving him a beanbag chair, I mean, that is kind of weird. But we don't know what the fuck he doing. Like, she had to send him away to some a military camp. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but some type of camp or something. Apparently, he fucking up. He doing some shit, some wild shit. So it's just like, we can't sit up here and critique these people for how they're choosing to parent their kids, and you don't know exactly what's happening. And yes, she is putting certain shit on blast, but I'm pretty sure there is a lot she's not showing also. And I don't think it's too weird to be vlogging your kids. People do this all the time. There are a whole bunch of family channels who are shoving cameras in their kids' faces. Like, this is not new. And how's that different from fucking reality TV? The fucking Kardashians, kids have been on TV their whole life. So I honestly don't see a problem with that. And the fact that the daughter came out and said that we're not being abused, like, y'all are tripping, I believe that was her daughter. Like, I mean, could that have been her? Sure, but we don't fucking know. That could have very well been her daughter. So it's just like, it's weird. The internet is just a weird place, and people feel so entitled to give their opinions and to judge people so harshly and fucking, you know, send them all this hate online based on very limited information. Like, you don't know these people. Yes, they're uploading a lot. They're putting up these 10, 20-minute videos, but you don't know all the fucking details. So it's just like, for people to have such strong opinions about shit when they don't have all the facts is wild. What if her oldest son was like sexually abusing one of the other kids or something? Hopefully that's not the case. I know that sounds extreme, but shit like that happens all the fucking time. Trust me, I've heard many, many stories. Then what would y'all say about that? Then I'm sure people will be like, well, I don't know, that changes shit. Exactly, shut your ass up. You so quick to have an opinion and, this is terrible, they're terrible parents, and this, blah, blah, blah. But you don't have all the fucking details. So it's just like, and I get these people are putting their business online. That's, you know, people who like to troll niggas online and fucking force their opinions on others, that's their go-to is, well, you putting it online. It's just like, so this is a career path for a lot of people. Yes, they're putting parts of their lives online, but for you to have such strong opinions about how they're parenting when you don't have all the details is crazy to me, especially when you ain't got no fucking kids of your own. Like, and if you do got kids, worry about your own goddamn kids. Why are you that invested in what they're doing with their kids? Like, I don't get it. I don't get people on the internet at all, but sure. Personally, I don't think this was anything too wild. I don't. That little girl, that 6-year-old, I feel like she was trying to teach her responsibility. Hey, if you don't make your lunch, then you won't eat. So now going forward, I'm sure she won't forget to make her lunch. And 6, I don't think that's too young. I feel like that's the perfect time for you to figure that shit out. But I ain't got no fucking kids, so who knows? And I don't want no kids. But still, even if you have kids, I feel like that's stupid for you to try to judge other people and say how they should be parenting. I'm sure you as a parent have done some suspect shit as well. And if your shit was plastered online, people will be talking shit about you too. So stop acting like you're perfect. So I don't know. That's my opinion on the whole situation. But y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.